They're all fairly similar. The clients have done a brilliant job in moving most of the furniture out, so we've just got a few small bits in the middle that have got completely covered up by dust sheets. We don't need to worry about carpets or anything. And this is one of the ceilings that's going to be re-plastered. It's got very fine Artex on it. I don't know if you can see that on the video, and a few cracks. And the client would just like all this nice and smooth, so we're going to re-plaster that. And with the walls at the moment, it's got a lining paper on it, but it hasn't been done very well. As you can see, it's all quite sort of peeling off, it's flaky. So we're going to strip all that off. There's a few bits of damp that we're probably going to have to investigate and maybe put a stain block on once this paper's off. All the walls are going to be relined with a 1400 grade lining paper, and then they're going to be emulsioned, as are the ceilings. All the woodwork's going to be rubbed down and filled, just to get rid of things like the runs and the imperfections and stuff, making that really nice. And then I think it's having satinwood, white satinwood applied. Obviously that bit of skirting wood there is going to take a couple more coats because of the colour of it. So that's that room. And we come on out into the smaller room. Again, exactly the same. In here, the ceiling, which has got a slight Artex to it and a few cracks on it, will be re-plastered over the weekend. And the walls are going to be stripped, relined, and then again painted. We're also going to paint up the fireplaces. And on the doors, at the moment they're just a pine finish. We're going to apply a special primer to them to stop the knots and the stain coming through, and then that will have 2 coats of the white satin wood as the rest of the woodwork and the radiators. So a fairly small but easy room to do there. And then, well, as you can see here actually, well, I'll just show you the lights coming in, the imperfections on the wall underneath this lining paper. So that's going to be quite interesting to see once this paper comes off, whether that's something that can be repaired quite easy, or whether we actually end up replastering that wall as well. It may be too bad to get a really, really good finish on that with just a lining paper. So we'll investigate that once that paper comes off. And then we come through here into another big room. Ceiling, we don't have to worry about being plastered here. We're just going to take off those stars. It's already a smooth ceiling. And again, we'll strip these walls nice and carefully. The only problem maybe in this room is that this wall here doesn't sound very good. So it may be that we have to take out that bit of the wall, reboard it, and then plaster that as well. But again, not a major problem. It's fairly easy to do, and it's all within the price that I've given anyway, so shouldn't be any hidden extras whatsoever. Hello, good morning. It's now day 2 of this project. Yesterday was quite a good day. I managed to get this room here completely stripped of the wallpaper, which came off okay. And I also scraped down the ceiling because it had the Artex on it. So I scraped that to remove the stipples of the Artex. And then Callum, my plasterer, is coming in this evening to plaster that. And also, when taking off the wallpaper, some of the walls came away, which was expected, to be honest. This is quite an old property. So in a moment I will put some bonding plaster on that, and then when Callum comes in he'll be able to put the final skim on. There's just a few places around really where there's bits of bits of plaster work that's come off. So that's this room here, all stripped, and I also stripped the paper off in this room. Again, plaster came off, which again we knew about. There's the odd place that we weren't expecting it, but it's still within the price, and no major hassles. And this ceiling here has been scraped as well. And then into the first and the other room, just about to start stripping now. Steamer's just starting to heat up, so I'll take this one off. I think this paper will come off quite easy. I've just had a bit of a go there. Nothing to do with the ceiling on this one apart from take off the stars and a little bit of filling. And then there was this wall here by the window that was quite bouncy, which I tapped a bit yesterday just before I was leaving, and it all came off quite easy. So I've taken off all the loose stuff. I'm then going to put on some 9.5mm plasterboard, and then that'll be plastered hopefully this evening as well. plus any other little areas that we find in here. That looks a little bit dodgy up there as well. So there we go, that's the progress from the end of day one, and I'll catch up with you again tomorrow to show you what's been done today and what's been done this evening. Okay, cheers. So yesterday the only room left to strip was this one here, which came off as I said it would. It came off quite well. There's a few bits of loose plaster and stuff that needs filling today. And there's that bit up there which I kind of predicted would be pretty bad, but it was a little bit worse than I thought. And then there was this bit here that yesterday I plasterboarded, and then we plastered that to pull that in. That will all be lined anyway. A few little bits here and there, but all in all not too bad condition in here. So that's this room done. And then we had the ceiling in here that is now all plastered and drying out. Just open some windows and a few other little areas. So that's this one here drying, and then the big room in here, this ceiling here, all plastered up. It's starting to dry out already a little bit. It was only done about 12 hours ago. It's now 8 o'clock in the morning. So that'll dry out today. It's going to be a nice warm day today, so I'm going to open up the windows and let it dry out naturally. So that's that ceiling done, and then the area down here that was all bad condition has all been plastered in as well. So that's all the plaster work done. So today my plan is to go around and do all the filling, all the little bits just like this really, make all the walls good. I'll get that done by lunchtime, and then this afternoon I'll spend the afternoon rubbing it all down. Hopefully if I've got time I'll start rubbing down all the woodwork as well. It's not in bad condition, but it's just some bits that need sort of improving with some filler and then a nice rub down. Not too worried if I don't get as far as that today. If I can get the walls all rubbed down and filled, then that'll be pretty cool. So there we go. We're on day 3 now, and everything's all going really well. Hi there. I'm now on day 5. Haven't done any filming for a couple of days, mainly because there wasn't too much to show you. End of day 5 now, and the ceilings have now fully dried out. They're looking good, and all the walls everywhere have now been lined with a 1400 grade lining paper. So they're all now rubbed out. They were filled and they were rubbed down. Then they were lined, and then I've gone around on all the tops and the bottoms with decorator's caulk and tidied everything up around there. So it's all ready now to paint. So that's this room. The smaller room is again all lined. Ceiling's all nice and dry. There's going to be some extra filling just when I put the first coat of paint on, just on some of the joints and in general. This wall here was particularly bad. I don't know if you remember, so there's still some filling to do on that one, just to smooth that one out even more. But until it's had a coat of paint, I want to wait until that's done, then I can fill it more. And then the big one in here again, it's all been filled, rubbed down, and now lined and caulked. There's that area there, if you remember, that was completely blown, and we re-plasterboarded it and then re-plastered it. So that's now all lined as well, and there's that dodgy area at the top that's now looking good. So yeah, everything is going to plan. Tomorrow basically I'm going to paint the ceilings, miscoat the ones with no paint at all, the new plastered ones, and put 2 coats on neat on everything. So that'll be the ceilings then done. I've still got the woodwork in this room here to rub down, so I'll just cut the carpet around the edge because they're having a new carpet, and then I can give that a good rub down, and then just a really good hoover up and a clear up really tomorrow. Oh, I've got the doors as well tomorrow I want to apply a primer to. So that will then be the end of day 6, and then day 7 will be painting the walls, and day 8 will be putting 2 coats of satin wood on all the woodwork and on the radiators and such, fireplaces and all that. So yeah, all going well. I'll join you again in a couple of days. So as you can see, joints have been filled. We haven't coated the tops yet just because the ceiling paint was still drying off, so we've left that for the moment. So this is the blue, this is Thunderous Skies in there. Still going to pick out the edges, we'll do that today. This one in here is, I think, Daffodil White, and if you remember, this is one of the worst walls, so I've just gone back over again with some filler just to smooth out some extra areas. I'm just starting to rub that down now. So that's this one here, first coated, and then the big one in here. Again, exactly the same, just see a bit of filler there that we're just touching in now. This one now, woodwork's rubbed down, carpets are cut so we can go right the way down because they're having new carpets all the way everywhere. We were able to have a good clean up yesterday. So that's this room. So today basically we'll be rubbing down the filler, we'll be finishing off all the walls, and we'll be putting a first coat of satin wood, the doors as well, first coat of satin wood on the woodwork. Doors have been primed. And then tomorrow, which is our last day, day 8, we'll be second coating the woodwork and then doing things like putting back light fittings, having a good hoover up. That'll be tomorrow. So I'll probably join you at the end of tomorrow to show you we've got the fireplaces black to do. Yeah, sorry, I'll join you at the end of tomorrow to show you the final product. Cheers! Hello, so here we are on day 8. It's lunchtime, in fact on day 8, and everything's all finished. All the walls are now finished. As you can see, you can't see any of the joints because we made sure that we filled them and we did everything we needed to do to avoid seeing any joints. Ceiling's all finished. All the doors that were, I don't know if you remember, they were just primed and now primed and 2 coats of satin wood, as is all the woodwork and the radiators. The fireplaces as well, we've done them, brought them up, they look as good as new now. Everything's really good. And what we've also done is we've found some sort of original features in the property, like the beads running down the chimney breast, which were previously covered up by wallpaper. So we've brought them back to life and we've painted them in. It just brings back that sort of the period of the property back into the room, and it just makes it stand out and makes it look really, really good. So as I say, it's now day 8 lunchtime. Everything was completed on time, which was good because we had the carpet fitters coming in on Monday, so it leaves the weekend for everything to harden up and to dry out. Everything was carried out to budget, and in fact we were even able to carry out a few little bits, like some extra door frames at no extra cost because it went all so well. This is this room, and yeah, so once it's dried off, the carpets can go in, and then the clients can move back in then. This is maybe my favourite room. I love the colour in this room. It really goes well with the age of the property. The little things that we do, we clean off all the glass after we finish. It makes such a difference. We get a fair bit of dust on it over the job and bits of speckles of paint and stuff. So we clean all that up, and clean up all the furniture and move it up so the carpet fitters can literally just come straight in, move the furniture around as they need and then carry on. And you can see on these, the beams really do stick out and make it really attractive. It's really smart. So I'm Rob from Gardner Professional Decorators. If you want us to carry out a project like this on your property, then give me a ring or an email and I'll come around and price it all up for you. As you can see, we carry out work to really, really high standards. If you've got any questions or feedback, then please do so by leaving the feedback down below. And please subscribe to the videos for more like this and different views and such like. So there we go, all done. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch up again soon. Cheers, bye.